Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Between the Palms with Michael and Johnny. How you doing? All right. Oh my gosh, there's a breakdown. Here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our show up now. Our pilot episode, I realized after the fact, it went a little bit long. And so, that's what she said. So, don't forget anything you want to ask, any questions you got right there. We've tweaked it a little bit to make things a little bit more accessible right there. So I put a nice big, like Judy's on, what was it? Yep, Judy's on right now. And so, where's that from? Oh, from Michigan. Hey, we're coming out your way. January 25th, we got the Barefoot Children in the Sand. The Beach Bum Band's going to be out there. So make sure I think you got
St. Joseph, Michigan, that is.
You got a day or two to do that. Look at that. All right, we got some people on. Jennifer, my wife, Beth just joined in. Dean, how you doing, buddy? And it looks like a relative just joined you there.
What? How do you know? Brandon Sheehan. How you doing, buddy?
All right, Mike, how's it going? All right, we're going to start off with... So we're going to try to play some songs that we don't normally play live, that we haven't done live. So, as a matter of fact, so much so that, you know, we don't have prompters here. I gotta hear myself. So we're going to do it like this. Oh, Annie, baby, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I actually miss you. I got to come out. So here's a live welcome to Caribbean in the Caribbean. Now here's the funny thing. When I wrote this song, there was not a genre called trop rock. At the time, it was called Caribbean rock. So that's why it's called Alive and Well, and it's got the parentheses that says in the Caribbean. So,
because otherwise it'd be Alive and Well in the trop rock.
And if anything sounds a little funky, like something's too loud, you can't hear her sing, let me know. You ready?
Let's give it a whirl.
I mean, honestly, I have not played this.
Brandon, funny you say that because it's coming up.
I have not played this song in 15 years, so it's been a while.
Let's do it.
Here it goes. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got a picture in a letter from a girl I used to know. Said, where have you been? Man, where did you go? I know you're down in the Caribbean, son. Now you're having all the fun, so tell me, where did you go? Life is well in the Caribbean. You won't believe the things I'm feeling. It's reggae night sing, the mixer drums. If I go back, I know that I'm done. You should come down this way some days. If you come for a little getaway, in the house. Johnny, my man. Sherry, how are you? Woo! All right. Well,
Big time stuff.
so that's a lot. I haven't played. That's been a long time, 15 years.
It's been the first time for me.
Yeah, actually, it's the first time.
Okay.
So if you think you're like, hey, you should bring this out to live shows, play that one. It's been a long time. It's off the very, very first album we ever put out in 2006.
Amigos out at
Amigos
sea.
Out at Sea. So, because I'm thinking that we might want to put it on a live album in the very near future. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I got something very exciting. We have our first guest right here on Between the Poems. What? Welcome, Anchor Radio's Evan James.
Thank you, buddy.
Come here, buddy.
Oh, grab that. So soft. The way he's moaning, I don't know, man. So soft.
The one and only Evan James from Anchor Radio, which, man, you got your beer? So, we're going to start out now. When I was talking to Evan earlier, and we said, hey, man, you got to come on. You got to come on here. The thing was, he goes, what are you going to ask me? I said, well, I'm obviously going to ask you stuff about Anchor Radio.
Okay.
But then after that, I told him I'm not telling him anything else. So, no holds barred. So if you
My
guys
wife is
have
watching
questions,
this.
yes.
One thing.
So if you
Deb
guys,
Burrows, Deb Burrows, I miss you too, baby.
Mary, how you doing, Mary Kay on there? Let's see. Hey, if I'm missing some people, go ahead and say hi again. Oh, Slew, how you doing? So, well, she's doing good. She retired. She's living a good life.
Oh,
Not me. I'll retire at 72. I was talking to somebody about this earlier. So that's what it's looking like. So, but we're trying to give you all the shouts out. So thank you so much for listening. So, anyways, we like to start with a tasting, and this tasting is brought to you by. We have our first sponsor, the Holiday Hangover. So for those of you who are laying down on the couch because you thought that you were Santa and you thought you were Holly and Jolly, the Holiday Hangover said, I'm here for you. So that's our first sponsor for the day. And that's what leads me into, this is rough for me, the tequila tasting. Now, episode 1, our pilot show that went on, I know, a little bit long, had rum tasting, and tequila is a little bit rough for me. I was going to do, now, Evan is a master of Bloody Marys.
yes.
So I was going to do different Bloody Mary mixes. However, he makes, this is, and you got to have one. He makes the best, I'm not just saying it. This is not BS.
The best.
This is not like, I'm
Not a
serious.
mix.
This is,
From scratch.
yeah.
With a hint of grape jelly. That's all I'm going to say.
The best Bloody Mary I've ever had in my life. And for those of you know, I love Bloody Marys. And I try to concoct them, and it's the best. I don't know. Beth, you still watching? You ever had one of Russ's? Evan's,
No, she's not
Boy.
watching.
Oh, John's on there. Tammy, how you doing? Dean, my man. Dean, by the way, he's inspired some good stuff. I borrowed a post from him earlier today. So, Jill, thanks for joining in. John, thanks for joining in. So here we go with this tequila tasting. So you got to have a baseline, and this happened on my $200 Benny's run. So
200?
yeah, I went for the Sam Adams thing, and I came out with a whole bunch of booze. It happens. So let me have I'm trying to keep it in the style of south of the border here.
May I introduce our first contestant?
So yes.
All right, so we wanted to set a baseline for our tequila challenge here. So I brought with me a little pony of Patron Silver. It's tequila 100% de agave. It is delicious, and it's my preferred tequila. So we're gonna check this out first, and then we're gonna see how this other one that you picked up at Benny stacks
Yeah.
up.
Colleen, how you doing? Looking forward to Trop Rockin' Ozarks. So
let's
John, how you doing? Hey, Jennifer. All right. Okay, here it goes.
No line?
I forgot the limes. I'm a pro.
no limes.
This is what happens when you're having no budget show and don't have a producer. So, all right, here is the Patron. Mix 1.
Salud. It tastes like Christmas to me.
That's good.
You know, I struggle with this.
That is delicious.
You know, when people say the struggle's real, for me, tequila, struggle's real.
Yeah, it's a little.
Okay.
It is tequila, as it's meant to be.
That song, Tequila Makes Your Clothes Fall Off, comes to mind with me.
It's gonna make my clothes fall off.
Yeah. Okay, now here's the one. Now you know I'm not. I went in, and this is called. Did I say it right? Dolce? Dulce Via.
Dulce Vida.
How have you heard of that?
So I've never
Sweet
heard of it
life.
in my life.
Never tried it?
No, I tried it. So
Okay.
I went in, and the guy, and he's like, first I tried the mixed drinks that we're gonna do, and I was like, man, that's pretty good. So let me just try this straight up. It's organic for all those people that are worried about being organic,
For your health.
and it is 80 proof. And
For your health.
Sorry, it's my studio audience there. We're live in front of a studio audience again. I'm not going to bring around when I'm doing tequila, so it just doesn't seem right.
Fair.
So, anyways, they said that they brew this or make this the same way they do like a Chardonnay.
Really?
So it's got a little bit of a different thing. Hey, look, you got Ruta, Zach, how you doing, buddy? Been a while.
Ruta, hey, Charlie Baby.
Christopher, my man, how you doing? You want the full thing?
No.
Nor do I.
I gotta drive home.
So
at some point,
sure, it's.
No full.
I want. I'm just doing a little taste, little sample.
taster.
Little
That part
sampling.
comes
Okay.
afterwards.
All right.
The tippy tap.
Okay.
Tap it in. Just tap it in.
Tap
boys.
it in.
Just
Okay, now tell me what you
tap it
think.
in.
Alright,
Happy wappy.
here we go.
See, it's got a. What do you think?
I'm going with Patron.
That's tequila.
It's definitely tequila.
It's definitely tequila-like in its presentation.
See,
in its finish.
I think it's smoother, like more robust, if you will.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna agree to disagree with you, John.
But no, but I think it's got more like the harshness is. Now that I did Patron next to it, the harshness is a little more.
I'm gonna go with.
And I'm not
I
like.
feel like Patron has a better finish to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I guess what I mean by
Got a
harshness.
little burn there.
So, all right, I know that I can hang with Patron now. All right, so then the next thing is they had these mixes, and the mixes are what did it in for me. So that's what did it. Oh, Susie, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So I'm going to start with the good old, and I'm just doing a little bit because I got the next thing. The regular good old margarita mix, okay?
Okay.
So here's this.
Just a splash. Just a splash.
I like the glasses.
Here's this, and here's this, because next is a Paloma. Since it's, we got Yoda and Chewbacca, and since Russ is the guest, he's a stormtrooper. So,
Stormtrooper.
so here, now tell me if you think of the margarita. This is the pre-made mix with alcohol. So, this is, remember, the
This is the same
Dolce
brand.
Vita, yeah, same brand. This is what actually got me to go, hey, this is pretty good.
Who would say?
What do you think?
Okay.
That's good.
Yes, good, right?
Smooth. I like it.
So that's what initially brought me in.
Okay.
Wrote me in. And then, now this thing is called a Paloma, and it's made with real grapefruit.
Funky.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is, when I was in Argentina a long time ago, they were pouring these in Argentina. So,
And a paloma, in case you didn't know, is a dove.
oh wait, you still got a little. I don't want to mix up your thing. If you want to dump it, I got to.
Doesn't want to mix up his thing. But wait till we get to our question and answers later.
Okay, which is coming up in just a minute here. The last of the
That should
tasting.
be good.
And so Sharon, how you doing? Aaron, my man, Schneider, Mark, how you doing? Oh, see, Mark, he's gonna be down at Trout Rock in the Ozarks too. I gotta tell you, we got a lot of good events coming up. So,
Salud.
Here we go.
so here's
Here's the dove.
How am I? You want to try one? You want to try the? No? All right. We got our studio audience, my wife, my kids. So.
I think I prefer the first one. What you wanted.
All right. Now we should be good.
All
We're
right.
back. We had to switch phones. So.
We're going to switch gears, and it was just getting to my favorite part,
Okay.
which is the world premiere of a brand new drink. Now this fantastic beverage that we're going to premiere here to the world live on Facebook is called a Rocky Mountain Margarita. And you might be asking, John, why is it called a Ricky Martin Margarita? It's not. It is a Rocky Mountain
Rocky
Margarita.
Mountain one, okay.
And the reason is that in addition to this wonderful tequila on ice,
Jeff.
we are going to be adding some Green River soda, named after the mighty Green River, which, as you both well know, flows through Wyoming and Utah to the mighty Colorado.
Yeah.
And so the Rocky Mountain Margarita, you're going to experience it here first time live.
How much tequila did you pour, Russ? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's more than a little.
When I'm pouring it, don't just give me a tad.
I'm gonna have to,
And then Evan's pouring like it's nothing. I mean, like,
I'm going to have to use more Green River than I had anticipated.
All right.
All right, so here's the Rocky Mountain Margarita.
All right, Rocky Mountain. It's kind of like, is it? Let me see. Wait. I gotta wait for this. Oh my God, dude, Evan, man. Okay, by the way, for those of you just joining us, if you missed it, I have Evan James here from Anchor Radio, and right after we have this drink, we're gonna get into a whole bunch of stuff about Anchor Radio, and Evan's gonna play a little bit of a game with us right now. So
you've had
Fantastic.
So you've had a Rocky Mountain High, you've had a Rocky Mountain Oyster,
and here it is,
the
Rocky Mountain Margarita.
Oh, that's smooth.
Oh, I like it. It's kind of like a redneck.
That's damn good.
That's damn good.
That's real damn good.
You heard it here first, boys and girls.
You put beer in it too. You put like a touch of beer in it. Would it ruin it?
I get no.
Try it. Let's do some science.
All right, let's just see. Because I like those margaritas when you pour the beer on the top. You can't take much of it. Try it. What you think?
I'll stick with this.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it with the beer.
I taste the Chewbacca.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. So, but all right, Becky, how you doing? All right. So, this is where we now are going to. We have the one and only, the host, the owner, the creator of Anchor Radio, the one and only Evan James. Everybody.
Yeah! Honored to be here. Honored.
Wow.
I like the music.
All right.
My only question when I got down into the studio and I went into that room over there, does your wife know how many guitars you have?
Probably not the actual number.
Now, Johnny, she's watching, so be
No,
smart.
I know.
Oh, come yeah.
I don't know if she knows the actual number. If she's watching, is she watching?
I don't know. She might be taking a break.
Yeah. Yeah, she might be taking a break. If she's watching, I'm curious.
Schneider's
If you're watching, go ahead, Beth, and hit the number that you think it is. All right. Just hit the number you think it is. My studio audience all went upstairs to in these studios, what I call the living room. So, all right. So before we play a couple games with Russ, I have a couple questions, and Michael has a couple questions. So,
Okay.
the first question. Well, actually, you had your first one.
Certainly. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
how you doing?
All right. How long have you been doing Anchor Radio?
7, 8 years.
7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Now, as a musician, you know, I set up for gigs. You set up for gigs you do remote stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take you to set up for one of your gigs?
Probably a good hour.
Okay.
We have a big, 7 years ago it would take us 2 seconds, but our stage over the years have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Very cool.
So
You got a pretty cool setup.
it's pretty
He's got-
badass. Pretty badass.
Yeah, that's cool. So for like the live,
For the live shows.
Yeah.
For the live shows.
that's pretty cool.
So,
So go ahead, you ask me the next one because I got the one after that.
All right. Now, do you plan your shows a little bit in advance, I imagine?
oh yeah.
How long does it take you to put together a single show?
Single show, because I'm a perfectionist, I'm going to say about 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days.
Wow.
2 to 3 days put together a 2-hour show.
A 2-hour show.
Like how many hours per, when you say days? Like 8-hour day?
No. If I'm going to do a in-studio show, it's maybe 2 hours. For a live show, we're looking at about a week because I can't stop changing how I'm going to have to set up and everything.
Oh man, look at you got Alan, the drummer extraordinaire, just joined.
And my mama, too.
And I've been trying to put something together with Alan musically forever, but so Larry's in there, and Jeff sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it there, but
What do you say?
I'll show you. Don't forget, if you guys have questions for
Yeah, please ask me.
Here it is.
Don't be afraid.
More of a comment, more of a statement.
Jeff West, I want to pinch his nipples.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a story about my nipples.
Please.
We did a show. We did a show in Plainfield.
Is this the
Illinois.
one you were going to tell me about?
No.
Okay, all right.
This is a different one. That other story is going to blow your mind. We did a show in Plainfield, Illinois, and a girl asked me if she could have a picture taken. I'm like, all right, great. And I kind of knew the girl, and we took the picture, snapped the picture. As soon as the picture was snapped, turned around, bit my nipple. Oh. So there you go, Jeff West. There's my nipple story.
Well, we got to roll. That's it. All right. So then here's my question.
Okay.
Now, if you've never listened to Anchor Radio, you got to put it on. It's kind of sort of reminds me of.
Is there an app someone is asking?
Oh.
Anchorradio.podomatic.com.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely check it out.
So and Colleen, I'm going to try to. I'm trying to bring Russ to when we play. When the Beach Bum Band comes out and plays Trop Rock in the Ozarks, and you got to come to Summer Chill, Cheeseburger. I'm trying to get him everywhere. Tammy from San Diego. Oh, Tammy, are you home or are you in San Diego? I'm just curious. So here's my question.
Go ahead.
When you put those shows together, because you have a variety of music.
Yeah.
How do you pick the tunes?
I really don't, because we go everywhere from Trop Rock to rock to country to old country to jazz to reggae, and I just figure out what sounds good and I blend it all together, and for some reason it works.
Very eclectic. Sounds
And,
nice.
and for some reason people love it. So it's not strictly just a Trop Rock thing, but
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's kind of, it reminds me of, for those who have never heard it, it kind of reminds me of across on Sirius XM. It's either Kenny's station and Garth Brooks' station, because they both don't stick to their, like especially Kenny, because you get reggae.
Yep.
You get, well, he's not doing the Trop Rock thing, but you get his version of it. You get all that. This is what it reminds me of the most. So
yeah.
And then so you told me you have a favorite story. So
I might need a Rocky Mountain Margarita.
You might need a drink for that. We did a show a couple years ago, and we had this show rocking, and people were dancing, people were singing, people were getting into the show, and then all of a sudden everybody just went chill mode. And I looked at the friend of mine who set up the stage, and I was like, what the hell just happened? He goes, somebody brought a tray of pot brownies. So the whole audience was stoned.
Yeah.
Stoned. So how do you recover from that? You don't.
You go with the flow, man.
Yeah.
Then you
we tried to go with the flow, but everyone was, I'm trying to get everyone back into the show, and everyone's looking at me like in a state of confusion. Like, you ever see a dog that's been bred too much? That constant look of confusion. So that's what it felt like. I didn't know how to, come back from that, but we pulled it off.
You made it, though. That's the important thing.
So whoever brought that tray of pot brownies to that show, don't do that again.
Smoke Machine
Do it
and Bob Marley.
afterwards.
That's what I would have done. Smoke Machine and Bob Marley.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So here's the parts that we're going to play this game called This or That.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So, no, it's fine. So, now the goal is to really, truly pick one. Because some people like to bail, and you're like, oh, I like them both, you know what I mean, or whatever. So, like, you think about, like, if you had to do one of them, what would it be? And this part of the show is brought to you by the one and only Summer Chill. So register now. I got to tell you, that's in Schaumburg, Illinois. A lot of great they've registered. You know that one's brought to you by Summer Chill. So this or that. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
You start. And we'll just go bounce them off.
So my first question, it's a pretty classic, dilemma.
Okay.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or fight one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck.
Why?
It just seems easier.
Yeah.
I would go the other way. You know, I think a horse-sized duck would terrify me and quite likely kill me. Whereas I'd take my chances being strategic about ways to...
I'd rather just get killed right away.
I think of like a horde of zombies as opposed to one. You know, I think I could take...
Yeah, just get them up against a fence and then, just like in the water.
That too. Okay, this is a serious one. I don't know. I've pondered this question. I'm giving you heavy hitters here, Evan. Coffee or beer?
Dawn Evans. Hey, those brownies were amazing, by the way. She was at that show. She was one of the partakers. I'm gonna say beer.
All right.
I'm gonna say beer.
I think I have to go coffee. What about you? You're not a big coffee guy.
I'd probably drink more coffee than beer.
Yeah, that's what I think so too. Because I can get by on the
coffee.
Not tequila, but the whiskey and stuff like that. So
there's other ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
All right. Next question: would you rather discover a cure for a disease or discover a new planet?
Cure for disease. Absolutely.
I'm going cure for a disease.
Yeah. Same.
You can help more people that way.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be sweet to have a planet.
A planet would be pretty cool, and I would definitely name it after myself. But like,
hopefully, I'll be able
about
to
all the great leaders in the world.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll all be able to do both before it's all said and done.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Okay. This can be a tough one.
All right.
Classic rock or country?
I know where I lean.
I'm going classic rock.
All the way.
Classic rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I am too, because that's what I mean. Like, well, now it's the stuff. It's classic now.
Yeah.
It wasn't back when I was listening to
When
it.
you were at Lockport, did you ever ride the activity bus home?
No, I did.
What's it? Activity bus. What's
You know who Otto the bus driver was?
I do remember Otto. Yeah.
Okay, that dude would play 105.9 every time. I had like an hour-long bus drive home every day after practice, so I would jam out every day. That's how I learned like so many songs.
Yeah. No. Okay. So I'm going to piggyback on that real quick because here's a hard one. Since it's classic rock,
Okay.
AC/DC or Kiss?
Kiss all the way.
Okay, man. I'm Kiss all the way too.
I'm AC/DC.
I love AC/DC. I love AC/DC, but
Yeah.
Kiss. Sorry.
And which leads me to I have to say, Russ and I have the song, and I mean it, and it's Strutter. So I'll let you tell the Strutter story because I know I'm trying to keep it in the time here, but we had a little
all right.
break.
So one of the first times I met Johnny, we were at Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
And you were doing a gig, and this cocktail waitress came out in this really, really short mini skirt with a tray.
I like where this is going.
And asked if we wanted a drink, and I couldn't take my eyes off her. My wife, don't be mad.
She was there.
You were there. She was there. And I turned and I looked at this cocktail waitress, and I swear I was looking at Paul Stanley of Kiss in the mini skirt.
And I thought,
And I remember looking at you going, and we were like, Strutter.
and that's what, and I started singing it. And this is when I met Evan. This is when I met him.
This is how the bomb started.
Because he looked, and we were both like, and I was like, Strutter! And the hair, like the whole hair, it was awesome.
Yep.
By the way, hey, can you hold these up? There is a state-winning coach that's watching right now. So, Coach Z, I wanted to show you that he gave these were gifts from him that my kids also drink out of too. But
Here's to Coach.
I had to do this. So here's to
the coach.
to the state-winning coach right here. So, which is full of vitamin T, and I just can't do it.
All right,
we're trying hard.
Kim wants to know Hagar or Roth.
Ooh.
Oh, definitely Hagar. Definitely Hagar, Kim.
Oh, that's...
David Lee for me.
Really?
Yeah.
See, what I really think is it was perfect timing. Like, Hagar was
Not
perfect for...
Hagar.
Yeah, perfect for that era, and I think Hagar was great for, like, that 80s, 90s era. But...
Absolutely. 85. Yep.
Because I like Sammy, I have to go with Sammy. So,
Sure,
here's the question I have for you then.
Okay.
Sammy solo or Sammy and Van Halen?
Sammy Solo. Sammy Solo. What are you gonna do?
What can you do?
I gotta go Sammy Solo too. Because I like Sam. I know he had more hits with Van Halen, but I like Sammy Solo.
I'm going Van Hagar.
Yeah. No,
that's a tough decision, man.
So,
that is.
All right,
Van says Roth.
I got a question here. It's another really serious classic dilemma.
Okay.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson or talk like him for the rest of your life?
I'm going to talk like him the rest of my life.
What about you?
I think I could get knocked out in 10 seconds like everybody else.
I would fight him.
I'll take the fight money and the concussion and possibly brain
Yeah,
damage.
I would just say something. I would get in the ring. I'd say something about his mom, and it'd be over. And then I'll wake up about 4 weeks later
With a couple million.
Yeah, and I'll be like, all right, that's what I would do. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions or requests,
Bring them to
and
us.
you're watching, we got the thing up here right here. We will answer them for you right off the bat. So
See, Mueller
we'll do
agrees
it.
with me. I knew I
Yeah.
liked you for a reason.
What Dan
I would
Mueller say?
take-
Roth?
He says Roth.
Yeah.
He said Roth. Come on, Dan.
So that's it.
Yeah, he's our favorite crackhead, Kim.
Yes. And nobody
One
asked
of
me
them.
what, Kim.
One of our favorite.
But yeah, so that's that one. All right. So you got another one? Because I got.
I think we should go to our next segment.
Yeah, I have one last this or that then.
Okay.
This is hard.
Okay.
Studio show. So studio anchor radio show or live anchor radio show?
Live radio show. Absolutely. We got, I don't stop. Like when we do our live shows, I have to keep bringing more and more stuff to it. It drives my wife nuts because, but it brings people in.
What on earth are you talking about?
And where's your next live gig?
Well, we got some in the works. We're planning our 2020 tour. We're going to be down in Tennessee. We got 2 dates. We haven't confirmed it yet. 2 dates in Tennessee. We got a couple in Wisconsin, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Michigan City, Indiana, New Buffalo, and then of course Chicago.
Awesome.
So
Be on the lookout.
I don't stop. I got to make the show bigger and bigger and bigger. So.
Yeah.
And we get the crowd involved.
Well,
and
when you sent me the van, I was like, oh, I need the van. Oh, I need the van.
I just got to talk my wife into let me buy that van to haul all the stuff.
I think I'm just going to try to keep our family minivan and turn it into a family van. So, because I got a sweet ass minivan.
Maybe put a unicorn graphic on the side.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be cute.
The three, the four. No, I'm just kidding. So, all right. So we are going to go to our next segment, and the next segment, and it's in light of the new Star Wars movies. And I know we talked about it. Is
Almost.
the Mount Rushmores of Star Wars movies.
That's the top 4. Your top 4.
So your top 4 Star Wars movies, and we will go ahead in any of the episodes.
I don't know anything about Star Wars.
You're what?
I don't. I'm like old school 70s Star Wars, so anything.
Well, that could be your top.
Okay.
Well, maybe this will give you a basis for going to see something new, or not.
Probably not, but go ahead.
Well, this is going to be a shorter segment, which is fine. It's been way over time.
Yeah, no. Well, we had that break, so we're about 5 minutes over.
Right.
Yeah.
We aight.
So, all right. You don't have any? You don't know?
So, what's your favorite one that you saw?
Yeah.
First one.
That's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one from the
70s.
70s.
So.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm old, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
You want me to step
technically, it's
No,
episode
no.
4, and you hope.
all right. I got to use the top
Technically
4 then. It'll be real quick, and then that's all right because we're getting short on time here. And I know, like last time I went too long, but all right.
All right. So my top 4, I think Return of the Jedi is my number 4, And I dig it because I had a birthday party where we went to see it. I was the right age for it when it came out, and we saw a double feature with that and Ice Pirates, if you remember that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pirates. Yeah,
So that was a great birthday. My number 3 is Rogue One.
Ooh.
Which is just before the original episode 4. It's pretty recent. It was a lot of fun. I like the characters. It made me want to watch the old ones again, and I did. My number 2 is Empire Strikes Back. That is the first movie my dad ever took me to.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have a lot of fuzzy feelings about that one. It's a great movie to boot. My favorite one is the one I just saw in the theater with you last week.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker. I loved it. It was made me laugh. It made me cry. It hit all the right notes.
It did.
Mount Rushmore.
So my number 4, Return of the Jedi. That same thing. It was the right age. The action was good. I liked it. My number 2, for a similar reason, is Empire Strikes Back. And that was the one that I was just old enough. And I remember my mom taking me to the movies, and I ran up and down the thing. And I remember Yoda freaked me out. I do remember that too. And looking now, he's a Jedi Master, and I'm freaked out by that. I don't know.
It's creepy.
My number 2 is actually, and it's so close. Was Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
I think it is amazing. If you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, Aaron and Kim, you got to go see it. So, and Renee, Rise of Skywalker, I thought that was great. The everything about the sounds, the move, everything.
I wouldn't start there though.
Yeah, but definitely not start there. But my number 1 still is the very first one, A New Hope, because it set the stage for everything. And my favorite of all time, of all the movies in the whole world, my favorite scene is that first scene where they land on the ship, Darth Vader comes in, and that whole scene is so awesome. And the only scene that I like, next scene that I like better, like after that, which is not a Star Wars movie, just scenes, is Scarface. Say hello to my old friend. You know what I mean? That's my second, movies.
They're basically the same thing.
Of just scenes. It's like that one, but it sets the stage for everything else. That's why I like that one.
Side question, do you think that
hey Mike,
do you think that Darth Vader did like a fucking mountain of cocaine before boarding that ship?
Yes.
'Cause I think so.
Oh yeah,
he went nuts.
Lots of blows.
So supposedly I read this thing, and I hope it's true, that they were going to do a Darth Vader, you know how they did like the Mandalorian? I read online, and I hope this is true. They're going to do Darth Vader like right after Anakin became Darth.
Wow.
And have like a show about that. We'll see if that happens.
That could be fun.
So anyways, that is our top 4s. Hey, my cousin Stephanie, how's it going? So, hey Stephanie, that was very bold of you to bring your new boyfriend to Christmas, and he's a nice guy. I wish I could have stayed longer. But that was pretty awesome. So, and he's got sweet long hair like I used to have back in high school too. So I immediately went with it. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions, because we're going to start wrapping up the show here. If you got any questions for us, if you got anything for Evan James of Anchor Radio, I saw that Dawn put down where to hit the link in the comments. If you got anything for that.
Jeff wants to know, are you smokes weed?
Are you smokes weed?
No, but I'm pretty sure he did. So, so there's that. There's that. But yeah, so go ahead, pimp your shows one more time.
Go to anchorradio.podomatic.com. You can hit us up on Facebook, Anchor Radio Show, and you can see where we're going to be in 2020. We got some great shows planned, and if you've never been to an Anchor Radio Show, you are definitely missing out. If you've never been to a Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bum Band show, definitely missing out. So make sure you hit up their Facebook page and website, and your website.
Beachbumband.com.
Beachband.com. Thanks, everybody.
And then, just in case you do it, you got to check it out. We have some shows coming up, so check out Beach Bum Band. But notably, we have, like I said, because I think they still have an early bird special for tickets and rates coming up January 25th. Barefoot Children in the Sand. And then the other big ones we got coming up over for the summer. We got Summer Chill in Chicago.
We got some big ones.
We got Trop Rock in the Ozarks.
Big ones.
The Ozarks. And, Cheeseburger and Caseville. Get the bus. Come on up. So I'm hoping you're coming up. Too. So that's what we got. And So we're going to go ahead and play you, and if we don't have any requests, or if you got some requests when we're doing it, we're going to play you a closing tune here. I sang the first one. Michael's going to sing this one on the way out. So
Give it up for Evan James.
one more time for Evan James, Anchor Radio. Woo!
I'm going to give up again to these guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Johnny Rustler in the Beach Bum Band.
Thanks, buddy.
The heaviest pour of tequila I've ever had, Mr. Evan James.
Hopefully I remember the words.
All right, me too.
Ready?
I'm ready.
This one's for you, Brandon. For that amp that you're building me, whose name comes from this song. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of the pompous of love. That's the name of the band he's building me, pompous of love. People keep talking about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, Don't you worry now, baby. 'Cause I'm right here at home. 'Cause I'm a winner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toad, like Jeff West. Sure don't want to hurt no one, say I do. Woo-hoo. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. Really love your peaches, want to shake your tree. Love it, drink tequila all the time. Come on, baby, now, Johnny shows you a good time. 'Cause he's a glitter, he's a lover, and he's a sinner. Play our music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toad. I sure don't wanna hurt no one. I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toad. I give my love and I'm on the run. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. Really love your peaches, wanna shake your tree. Love it, all the time. Come on, baby, now, I'll show you a good time. Cheers, everybody.